Nice shot, Michael.
Go right here.
Pulling one.
I told you in my last video I had some amazing footage. Here it is. This is Bluewater spearfishing in Costa Rica for yellowfin tuna. And besides these videos you're about to watch, I have little to no spearfishing experience. This all started when me and the boys decided to charter Deep Republic Spearfishing. The owner, Josh, specializes in these blue water hunts. Jumping right in, let me explain how this spearfishing for yellowfin tunas work. Simply put, find the spinner dolphins, then you find the tuna. The tuna follow the spinner dolphins, and for good reason. The dolphins are excellent at finding a food source. The boat strategically drops the divers right in front of the pod of dolphins. As soon as the diver hits the water, their objective is try to find the pod of dolphins. Now, I'm making all of this sound a lot easier than it actually is. This is my first dive into the ocean, and I didn't see any dolphins or tunas. Instead, this. And from this moment, I knew I was hooked on this blue water spearfishing. My day is already made. I've swam with sailfish. Now, I'm locking in with my wetsuit, and it's time to find these tunas. No billfish distractions on this dive. Instead, a perfect scenario. Dolphins, then tuna, just like Josh explained. Although it was a perfect scenario, I made some crucial mistakes, like completely missing this fish. In my defense, I had a lot of options to choose from. It was a little overwhelming, not gonna lie. But on to the next dive. Gotta get your reps in, back in the water, dolphins pass, and there is a common trend with me and spear guns. I miss again. Might have tickled him on that one, not really sure, but I'm not missing for a third time. Can't miss a third time if you don't have the gun. We want sushi tonight, so decided to hand the gun over to the professional. I learned a lot by handing over the gun to Josh. The first fish, I whiffed. That was on me. The second fish, I was out of range. You're at the mercy of the ocean and the wildlife that lives in it. You can't force an opportunity. Just because you see the tuna doesn't mean you're gonna have a shot. I've got no plan of getting the gun back until there's a tuna in the boat. Little confidence booster here. Even the professional missed. We missed with the gun, we missed with the camera, but Josh didn't miss his third time. Here he is placing his backup shot on the fish. I didn't get the original clip, but at least we got the first fish secured and in the boat. I do an okay job of breaking down how to spearfish for tuna, but a better video can be found on Josh's channel, Deep Republic, where he fully breaks it down. Here's me taking full credit for Josh's fish, and I think I should. I did hand him the gun over, and now we are eating dinner tonight, so there's that.
And here, throw these gloves on so you don't get it.
We broke the skunk by getting a fish in the boat. Now it's time for one of the boys to get their first yellowfin tuna with a spear gun. Speaking of missing, Garrett shot his first yellowfin tuna ever, and I missed the clip. At least I got a video of him battling his tuna at the surface. While Garrett pulls the tuna to the surface, Josh dives down at least 50 feet to place the backup shot, the second shot. This is securing the fish. And I could talk for at least an hour on just how to fight these tunas after you shoot them. But for entertainment purposes, in short, this is the battle. It takes a team to land one of these fish. That was my first Bluewater spearfishing experience. For my second time, I got invited to go with the Grand Slam on their trip. This meant we got to be on a sport fishing boat, bringing a little bit bigger of a crew.
So we're just attached right to the float from here. Forward fire.
Celebrity appearance on board. If you've seen my videos, you know him, you love him. Peyton Wishmeyer. Now, Peyton has already been on these trips. He's experienced and expresses a lot of confidence.
About to get on some tuna. Got my gun. Barbecue chicken from there. You'll see. We'll cut to me holding one.
Unfortunately for Peyton, he did not get his tuna, and that proves that even if you're a world-renowned spearfisherman like Peyton, you can still end up empty-handed. No opportunities can be forced.
Go, but I would go down quick. Go down, Finn!
There he goes.
Hanging out with Captain Dave gave me a new respect for what it takes to get one of these tunas. Spearing is probably the easiest part, but driving in front of a pod of dolphins and putting the divers exactly where they need to be, that's probably the most important part.
What happened? Any shots fired? 2 shots?
Right when I went down, there was a couple like 15 feet below me. Go right here. The trouble is if you try to get too far ahead of them, you can't turn. They turn every damn time.
Like my first trip, getting a tuna on the boat was more important than me getting a tuna. After missing plenty of opportunities, I decided to hand the professional a gun once again, and Josh was 100% for the day, making that one shot, one tuna. I'll give myself the credit on this one, because, you know, I did give him the gun again. Here's a tip that helped me. Not that I'm a pro or anything, but listen to the captain and make as many dives as you can without the gun. You will be surprised how many opportunities you'll get without the gun, and that's not by mistake. It's because you don't have the pressure of shooting a tuna. Plus, you get to see the tunas, which in my opinion is the coolest part. Now, on to my third experience. And at this point, just like anything, I've got more reps in, so I had a lot more confidence. I just felt like today was my day.
Take a shot, just bring it over to me and I'll get you loaded up quick. Okay. F, forward is fire.
Jump right back into our first dive, day 3. Now that I've got a little experience under my belt, I feel like I can talk about the mistakes I made in the first day and the second day. When you see the dolphins, you go straight down. Even if you see a tuna on the way down, you're not going to chase him. You're going to go to the depth of the tuna and level out. And when you level out, the opportunities that are in front of your face, you're going to be able to hit. And if there's no opportunities, you're going to have to get in the boat, do it again. That's that. The more you just enjoy the experience of being with the dolphins and maybe seeing a tuna, the better chance, in my opinion, you're going to have. And even watching this back on my third day, I still don't go straight down. Here's a montage showing the reps that we put in. You pretty much see the dolphins every dive, but you're not going to see the tunas every dive. Here's a good dive. I could have gone more straight down, but just see the tunas. They're out of range. Don't get frustrated. You're going to see them again.
Yeah, go. Just watch Pablo, Danny, but
And after 2 full trips, I finally got a tuna. Or, I thought. On to the next challenge. I actually hit a tuna. Time to fight a tuna. 2 different things. Although I didn't hit the tuna, you can hear Josh say, nice shot, might pull out. I hit a little high. We fought this tuna as light as we could, try not to pull the spear out, but it wasn't a good shot. And we both tried getting the tuna up, and probably 10 minutes later, spear pulled out.
Yeah, it was just a bad shot.
So, time to regroup, reload, and get back in the water and try again. That's all we can do, really. Thought I made a nice shot, probably too far away, but this fish also pulled off. You never want to just hit a tuna and have it pull off, but it's just the way it goes sometimes.
That was such a good shot.
Hopefully with all these dives, you're starting to get a real feel for what it's actually like to go on one of these spearfish trips. It's not always instant success. It takes time, patience, and a whole lot of getting in the water. When it comes to things like landing my first yellowfin tuna, or really most things in life, I tend to find I have to work a little harder than some. Maybe it's just my approach, or maybe that's just the way it goes for me. But honestly, I wouldn't want it any other way, because with the extra effort and with that added challenge comes a much stronger appreciation for the accomplishment when it finally does happen. My favorite quote: adversity is a privilege. And on the topic of accomplishments, for the 3rd time now, Josh is saving us from having to eat chicken for dinner. Here's Josh wrapping up the 3rd and final day with another tuna. I didn't get my yellowfin tuna, and this might be the end of these trips, but it's only the beginning of Deep Republic and I's adventures. Josh might not have known it at the time, but the second those sailfish swam past me, I knew this guy and I were going to be best friends. Since this day, I've gone back with Deep Republic Charters just to help out with the charters and film for them, and here is some footage I got while doing so. I mean, look at these tunas. And we also got this incredible footage of these whales. I'm not really sure what type they are. They're not a fin whale, not a mink, so if you can help identify them, that would be great. This is just the beginning of our adventures. I'm actually going back to Costa Rica this Sunday. We plan on doing a whole bunch of filming and get some more stuff to you guys. So yeah, stay tuned.
Oh, shit.